Once, a boy came to visit his grandfather during the summer vacation. He played with his grandfather all the time. One day, he said to his grandfather, "When I grow up, I want to be a successful man. Can you tell me some ways to be successful?" The grandfather nodded in agreement and took the boy with him to a nearby nursery. In the nursery, the grandfather bought 2 small plants and took them home. Then he planted one of the plants in a pot inside the house and planted the other one outside the house. The grandfather said to the boy, "What do you think? Which of the 2 plants do you think will grow better in the future?" The boy thought for a while, then answered, "The plant inside the house will grow better because it is safe from all dangers, while the plant outside is exposed to many risks, such as strong sunlight, storms, animals, and others." The grandfather smiled and said, "Let's see what happens next." After that, the boy left with his parents, and after 4 years, he came again to visit his grandfather. When he saw his grandfather, he said, "Grandpa, last time I asked you about some ways to be successful, but you didn't tell me anything. But this time, you have to tell me." The grandfather smiled and said, "Of course, but first, let's take a look at the 2 plants we bought a few years ago." The grandfather took the boy to where they had planted a small plant in a pot and saw it had grown into a tree. Then he took the boy to see the plant they had planted outside. They saw a massive tree with branches stretching as far as they could see, shading passers-by. The grandfather then asked the boy, "Which of the 2 plants grew more? Which one is more successful?" The boy answered, "The plant we planted outside." The boy then asked in surprise, "But Grandpa, how can that be? Certainly that plant faced many dangers, yet it grew to become this big." The grandfather smiled and said, "Yes, the plants outside had to face many challenges, but dealing with problems also has its benefits. The outdoor plants had the freedom to spread their roots as they wished. Problems, like storms, made their roots stronger, and today they are so strong that a small storm can't cause them any harm. My son, what I'm about to tell you is an important lesson. Remember these words well, and you will be successful in everything you do. If you always choose the easy paths, you won't grow as much as you can. But if you're ready to face this world despite all the risks, then no goal will be impossible. View challenges as opportunities. See problems as steps to success, not obstacles." The boy paused, took a deep breath, and looked at the tree until he understood his grandfather's words. The obstacles we consider enemies in life are actually the same obstacles that make us stronger and more successful as well. Our lives are like a great adventure, full of twists and turns that may seem like obstacles blocking our path. But remember, these obstacles are like puzzles waiting to be solved. Just think, when you play a game, the fun part is figuring out how to overcome the challenges. Life works the same way. Every obstacle you face gives you a chance to learn, grow, and become stronger. So don't let obstacles break your determination. Face them, overcome them, and watch yourself rise to a higher level in the game of life. You have the skills, determination, and spirit to overcome anything that comes your way. I hope you find this story helpful and try to apply its lessons in your life. Always keep rising.